So hello, you beautiful person, or whoever you are, whoever you, the one that clicked this video. So in this video, I am going to be talking about and explaining how I think Russia and Japan's an INFJ. So before we get started though, I just wanted to say that this video is just for fun and it is a fan theory for me since Hetalia just got a new season and I've been excited about it, and I've been thinking and asking myself about this and having a feeling if Russia or Japan's an INFJ, but I am convinced for myself, in my opinion, that they're both an INFJ. But I'm still not quite sure. I am having a doubt that Russia could be an INFJ or an INFP, which INFP stands for introversion, intuitive feeling, perception. Okay, so I'm going to discussing about it today in this video. So a quick disclaimer though, we're talking about the Hetalia, Russia and Japan here, and this is not the real life country or politics or countrywomen's or something that is non-related to Hetalia in this video. So before we get started of me explaining and talking about how I think Russia and Japan's an INFJ is first we need to know what the acronym INFJ stands for. So the acronym INFJ stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judgment. So I'm going to be telling in some episodes that I recognize in Italia that I think Russia or maybe Japan is an INFJ. So first we're going to be discussing about the signs that I think they are an INFJ. So I'm going to be explaining you some episodes that I have noticed that they can be an INFJ because I just wanted to say, okay, I need some content, okay? Pause it right here. Okay, so if you haven't watched Hetalia yet, this video has some spoilers, so I recommend you to watch it first before you go and back to watch this video because I'm going to be showing some clips in Hetalia, so there's quite a spoilers here. So anyways, enjoy. That's all. And sorry about my microphone changing here. I don't really have a proper microphone, but I really hope you guys don't mind it. So anyways, back to the video. Okay, so before we get started with Japan, I'm going to start with Russia first. Some reasons why I think he's an INFJ. So first reason is he wears black now in season 7. That was a joke. Okay. Anyways, the real reason that I think is Russia get misunderstood a lot. So here's an image I saw in Pinterest that caught my attention, and it is in fact that some countries are imitated by his scaring aurora. It is true that Russia can be scary, but we have to know him first. We can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so don't get me wrong, even other countries are imitated by him and actually misjudge him. And some people in the fandom, which are the toxic people, even saying he's an abusive rapist psychopath. But actually the real reason why he's acting like that and scaring countries and countries being imitated by him is actually number 1 is childishly cruel. Number 2 is he's unaware of his own cruelty. Number 3 is not malicious, just extremely scary. Number 4 was bullied as a child. Number 5 cracked mentally due to wars and tragedies. Oh, that's just sad, right? Number 6 gentle and naive. Number 7 quick to forgive. Number 8 considered everyone as his friend, which I think here makes sense because in quite some episode we see like this animal rejecting Russia and he was young. I was sad about that episode. I mean, no one recognized it because, even if Hetalia is full of stereotype and just quite really funny, it can have some serious reasons and can sometimes involve in real life situation that we humans can learn to. So that's why I like Hetalia. Okay, so that's what I think, but if you think more that there's more reasons to that, you can guys tell me in the comments below, because I'm not professional, okay, in this talking stuff. I'm just sharing you guys my opinion, and I know I sound really, really not specific and cringy right now, but I'm trying my best, okay. Okay, so that's all I can say about Russia, because I'm not really sure if he's an INFJ, because for some reason I'm thinking that he could be an INFP. So we're going to be moving on Japan now. So I have a lot of reasons that I am convinced Japan is certainly an INFJ. So we're going to be starting at reason number 1. So there is this episode where Japan and Turkey's scene where they talk about each other and getting to know each other. So a sign of an INFJ is INFJs are such charming people that it's uncommon for a stranger to readily share such information with them, which lead us to the episode where Greece shared his problems with Japan and how he wishes he was a cat so he can escape his life problems and he can just sleep all day like a cat. Of course, Japan noticed him and felt a little bad for him because he understands how reality and life can be a little bit harsh. But we all get to that. We just have to stick in the bright side. Anyways, we're going to be... So, since INFJs are charming people and strangers are often quite comfortable sharing their personal stuff on them, which in that episode I was convinced Japan was indeed an INFJ, because not only they are comfortable and trustworthy, I mean, not only INFJs are comfortable and trustworthy and charming individuals, but they are also wonderful and are good at understanding others' emotions and can sometimes relate to them. So that's what my reason number 1 is for Japan, why I think he's an INFJ. So we're moving on reason number 2. So reason number 2 is they said INFJs absorb other people's emotions, which I think in that episode where Japan and England had those episodes where, England's wanted to have a friend, a new ally for him because he's getting weak for somehow. And yeah, he went to Germany, but he was rejected because Germany knew he couldn't trust England, and he's quite the black sheep of Europe. But anyways, I'm going to be focusing on Japan. So that's when England was desperate, and he was suddenly a thought came to his head, a country that he could be friends with and allies with is Japan. So yeah, they talked a lot about themselves, but then until Japan's boss didn't want Japan talking with England and being an ally with him, because his boss wanted him to be Russia's allied instead of England. So that's when England knew this, and he was quite a tsundere and saying that he didn't need anyone and he's fine alone. But then he gets all sentimental and they're sitting alone with fresh air. But yeah, and then that's when Japan came up and he's saying that he didn't even know that, and that's when they talk about it, and England was quite happy that Japan actually cares about him and still want to be friends. But England, being the tsundere he is, he quite saying that don't you think, and blah blah blah, stuff like that. And that's when Japan gets annoyed and is uncertain if he can be friends with this dude because he's a tsundere. We all know that. So moving on to reason number 3. So they say INFJs are mysterious and merely private. So this one I got convinced with because Japan, in Axis Power Season 1, as if Germany said it itself, that Japan was quite a mysterious person. Not unlike Italy is really loud and quite fragile, but Japan, in the other hand, was quite mysterious to Germany. Mysterious or merely private. So, yes, Japan is quite private, a private person, and he simply enjoys the beauty around him, and he wants to be alone, the quite introvert stuff. Not until, America came, the extroverted person, and started cheating them up. And this is why I ship Ameripan for some reason. Okay. So yeah, that's when America was like, Japan, your alone time is over, blah blah blah, because that episode where they're roommates, So that really made me funny. Okay, so that's the reason why I think Japan's an INFJ. Okay, so moving on to reason number 4. True introverted nature. So they say INFJs are true introverted nature, which I also noticed in Japan, that he loves his time alone and needs his own individual and time to relax and recharge. Where he's in the bathroom, he likes alone time and peaceful bathing time with self, and then America just came out of nowhere, like the extrovert and friendly and annoying he is. So yeah, that's when he ruins it. But yeah, that's the reason why I think Japan's an INFJ. Okay, so guys, that's all of it, and I'm sorry if it's not really that quite clear and not many reasons, but those are my opinions and the thing I noticed. And if you guys have other opinions about it, you can just say it to me and share it me down the comments down below, and I'll try to read it and see what your opinion is. Because I'm not really that quite sure about Russia, if he's an INFJ or INFP, but I'm certainly sure it with Japan. So anyways, that's all you beautiful people out there. And yeah, see you guys in the next vid. And I'm sorry if I don't sound really professional here. This is my first video. I've been explaining and talking about stuff that I think. But anyways, yeah, I hope you all enjoy this and have a nice day or night or what time it is there in your country or wherever you are in the earth. So bye. That's all.